Okay guys, if you haven't seen my other winter thoughts episodes, go ahead and watch those first. It's going to make a lot more sense. I highly recommend you go from first to this one, or if there's any more after this one. Okay, thanks for watching. Continue on with the video. Okay, so like I promised, the CFS has had a major shift, so we're just going to go ahead and review that and see what I think's wrong with it and what I think's good with it. Let's start with the wrongs first. Now, the other one is bad on the upcoming runs. It's only bad on December. Now, this is the area I'm trying to, this is the area I'm talking about. Now, you see, typically we'll see warm or cold air in these areas, and if it's primarily cold, it'll be warm in the east, cold in the west, and if it's primarily warm, we'll usually see a colder east and then a warmer west. Right now, what we're seeing is this kind of weird neutral thing. I think that's a little bit off. I think that it'll just be warm in here, but you never know. Sometimes weird things do happen in weather, so that's the only really big wrong thing I have here. I do agree. So, yeah. Let's, so we got a cold east for December, warm west for December also. Let's move on to January. Now this is where it's juicy stuff. Alright, we got the warm in the west, and you see how it's like warm all the way up the west coast, up into Canada and then into Alaska. That's a typical cold pattern. And this warm up here, that's going to lock that cold in the east, and that's what this model is trying to show. And for you snow lovers, this is a good setup because it's looking like since the major cold isn't that much up the sea here, I mean, we should see them try to track close to the coast if this verifies here. So yeah, this is it would be more favorable right on the coast for you guys inland, but yeah. Coastal people could get on in it, some of them, for January. Let's move on to February. This is where we see, I do have a problem with this one. Again, they're having the same issue they were having before, just kind of warm everywhere. And this isn't a very typical thing. The only thing here that would favor that is this cold kind of locked up in there. But typically, the cold would be either right here, right here, right here. Alright, the cold could have been along the coast. That would have been more favorable for this warm east pattern. But I definitely think it's a possibility for a warm February. We're just going to have to look. Next GFS isn't even, I said JMA. The next JMA isn't even out yet, so we could see a whole new pattern thing. We could just see them do warm for the east. And if that happens, we're just gonna that could be a big game changer. So first, let's look at this, and now let's see the comparison to what the whole winter was looking like in August. This is what it was looking like in August. So you can see the bigger change. This looks a lot like what it did here, as you can see. Actually, very similar. We got the big warm patch here, here, here. I think it even keeps that there. Not that one, but it keeps this, this, and this. So very weird. And look at that. That is very similar. So we'll just have to see. Maybe a warm February. This is what this is trying to say. But the thing about February is we're looking at some pretty good precipitation in this zone. So yeah, Delmarva. We could have some snowstorms in that area. Even down just pretty much throughout this whole green area has a good shot, if this verifies, to get a few snowstorms. Even though it's showing slightly warmer than average. That's actually warmer than average. That's not even just slightly for a lot of these areas. But still, we just got to take what we get. Alright, this has been my most recent winter thoughts episode. If you want more, just let me know. The soonest I'm going to do another one is when the latest J08 comes out, which could be today. Could be on the 25th. It trends to be on the 19th. But I've seen it earlier and I've seen it later. Last month it came out around the 15th, and the month before it came out around the 25th. So it really ranges. Alright, so just it'll be a surprise. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. See you later. Bye-bye now.